Welcome back. This is chapter 5th, Princess September. And now I'm going to explain page number 43 to you. So here we go. He gave himself another shake. Good gracious me, how stiff I am, he exclaimed. Then he opened his wings and flew right away into the blue. But the little princess burst into tears, for it is very difficult to put the happiness of someone you love before your own, and with her little bird far out of sight, she felt all of a sudden very lonely. So here this line say, the little bird then gave himself another shake, but was shocked to realize that his body had become very stiff. Thereafter, opening his wings, he flew away and disappeared into the blue sky. This filled the heart of September with gloom, with sorrow, and she started to cry because her loving bird had gone out of her sight, and she had become very lonely then. She had to make sacrifice of her own love for the sake of the little bird whom she loved very dearly. Next part now. When her sisters knew what had happened, they mocked her and said that the little bird would never return. But he did at last. And he sat on September's shoulder and ate out of her hand and sang her the beautiful songs he had learned while he was flying up and down the fair places of the world. So here this line say, when the sisters came to learn of this incident, they were overjoyed at the bird's departure from the palace and were certain that he would never return. But at last he returned to the princess and sat on her shoulder and did everything else exactly the same way he did previously. He sang the most beautiful song he had learned while flying about different parts of the world. Next part now. September kept her window open day and night so that the little bird might come into her room whenever he felt inclined, and this was very good for her. So she grew extremely beautiful. So here this line say, September left windows open all throughout the day and night so that he could come and go as he wished, as he pleased, and that proved to be a huge blessing for her as she grew exceedingly beautiful. Next part now. And when she was old enough, she married the king of Cambodia and was carried on a white elephant all the way to the city in which the king lived. But her sisters never slept with their windows open, so they grew extremely ugly as well as disagreeable, and when the time came to marry them off, they were given away to the king's counselors with a pound of tea and a Siamese cat. So here this line say, when she came of age, that is when she attained maturity, she was married to the king of Cambodia, who took her to his kingdom on a white elephant. But on the contrary, her sisters grew very ugly as they never left the windows open. When time of their marriage came, they were married off to the king's own counselors, with a pound of tea and Siamese cat as dowry to them. So this is all for now. Thank you.